That way you can just cheat if you don't have enough stuff for it. I think for my actual like stats, like agility, power, defense, I'm gonna put 1 in each of them. It seems like the basic requirement for all the basic gear is 1. Now we're gonna go to finding the earth. Let's go to Zachariah Manter. The Great Master. I believe his name is not Alan. That's the guy we fought. It's something Manter. Alec? Something? I don't know. I forgot his name. Ah. These shops have something for us, I believe. Let's climb up here and then go see what they got. I already got that. Oh, these are the market people. I got you. The dudes, the caravan people. These are the dudes we saved beforehand.
Mr. Mancer, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Big on weaponry, I hope. What can I get you?
Never noticed all the beggars in the neighborhood. This a new thing?
No. They've been here way too long, if you ask me. More and more keep piling in. They're ruining my business. Not a clue where they're coming from. All I know is they keep pouring in, broken, disabled, putting it out there for pity. Clients coming around don't like that. Me and my colleagues would pay a hefty sum to anyone who could get them out of here and move them to the slums or somewhere. You could be that someone? Yeah?
I can try.
Mr. Mancer.
What else do you know about all these beggars appearing?
Not much more than you can see. They're all missing an arm, which is weird. First, I figured that they were all wounded soldiers from, the front, but mostly that's because the story they were all telling. It's just a stack of lies. Obviously, time changed my opinion. Because our beloved abundance would never let our veterans and heroes flounder like that. And looking at some of them, the shape they're in, pretty clear they were never soldiers. They're just deformed and disabled and a nasty sight to look at. Why they all chose to litter these streets, I don't have a clue.
These are the guys I saved, not the other way around. And he has a quest for us too. There's no point in saving right now.
Hello, Fiorello.
Ah, our savior is here. It's wonderful to see you again.
You seem a bit preoccupied. Things not going well?
No, it has. Everything has gone very well because of your efforts. Let's just say that my leave of absence didn't help my business. Don't think I'm not grateful, friend. I appreciate the thought. What can I do for you?
Let's see what he has for sale. Okay, pilots, exploration. These are just straight up better. I'm gonna just get that. Maybe I should get a bunch of them. Let's sell the other things. Abundant. Ooh, he has a lot of stuff. Oh, and I can take one of these. For crafting wise. We already got a doctor scope. Charisma. Let's do a trader's jacket. And we have no money now. Should have bought one of those, but that's okay. Okay, then we're just gonna sell a few things actually. Like these exploding trouts, which we don't need. Oh, I'm gonna save some so I can, warrior jacket, trader, light craftsman, foil. Got the maces. What I wanted to see was the protective goggles. They have no value, sadly enough. Let's see what he wants.
Hey there, Fiorello.
Ah, the one, the only, Sakura.
Who's the girl? She doesn't exactly look like a merchant.
It is a good question. I found her tied up in the warehouse that we were dumped in. The poor thing cannot even remember her own name. Figure she must have family or friends around here, though, so I keep her with me, hoping someone might recognize her. Just banking on luck, though. Maybe as an officer, you might be able to check and see if someone has reported her missing. I'm sure her family would be grateful, as I would.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Officer Mancer. You are a man of endless generosity.
Sure he has.
Where'd you find the girl?
We were actually thrown together. When they brought us to that wretched hellhole warehouse, there she was. Tied up, unconscious, tortured, through and through. Whatever she did to get that sort of treatment couldn't have been as bad as all that. So when you arrived to free us, I, in turn, freed her. I always tried to pay a good deed forward. She would have died had I left her behind. Since then, I've asked around the exchange, but nobody seems to know her any more than she knows herself. Perhaps she comes from the slums, somehow betrayed the Vori, stole from them, who knows? But whatever it was, the punishment was brutal. But maybe, as you go around the city, maybe you'll find a way to bring her name back to her.
Listen, maybe I can help. What's going on?
You are too kind. I am so deeply indebted to you. Anyway, yes, I am a little worried. More than a little, to be truthful. Two of my regular clients, after the kidnapping, must have assumed the worst and just left. I haven't heard from them. No one but you, I admit, cared enough to come to look for me. That said, their merchandise is here, but I have no way of telling them I am back without the risk of exposing myself. I don't mean to treat you like my errand boy. I only ask because you offered your help. Anyway, if you could let them know, I could compensate you as well. One of them, I'm sure you know, the barracks quartermaster. The other one is a slums merchant.
You know where the merchant's at?
Of course, of course. If you have a map, I could show you. Bless you, Mancer. 1,000 times over, bless you for all you've done for me.
He bought a backlog and stuff.
Look at you. Glad to see you. Can't tell you how much your help was. It is appreciated. Other things might have worked themselves out in time, but who has time these days? And you sure saved me the hassle. You're a Technomancer?
I am. Zachariah Mancer.
I'm lucky. In name and in life. You Mancers all stick together. Know each other real well, don't you?
Know each other, maybe, but we're scattered between here and the front.
Right, right. The front. Of course, the front. So, I take it you know where I can find I believe his name is Master Connor?
He's still in town, away from the front, training recruits.
Lucky again. Just what I wanted to hear. Think you might be up to do me a favor?
Either way, I'm here. Tell me what you need.
Simple. To meet Master Connor and relay some information. With your help, of course. Without your help, well, being just a simple merchant, unwelcome outside the exchange, I suppose it'd be a bit harder. If not, you know, impossible. You know as well as I do, a common merchant can't just stroll up to the likes of a master. So, you get me in front of him and I'll owe you one. How about that?
I'll see what I can do.
And I'll be much obliged.
March the pass, find Master Connor. Something suspicious about that guy. TBH. Well, I'm pretty sure he's a Technomancer. I'm pretty sure he can just handle anybody who gets in his way. There's no cause for concern. We have a few places to go. How many side quests did we just pick up? All of them, my god. You'll be asking, what's the reason why I didn't pick up the crafting shirt? Well, that's because I already have one. Right there, boy. There's no reason to have two crafting shirts. You can only put one on at a time. So I'm gonna level up my agility 1 so I can equip the gun. And so that if I need more than one crafting, I can put it on. So I have 2 crafting. So I bought the charisma, sorry, just in case I need that little bit of extra charisma to convince somebody to do something. At this point, I really should save because I did a lot of quests, and I don't want to have to do this again. The Aurora Technomancer suit. It looked pretty stupid at first, but now.
Damn it. Master
like
Connor isn't in the chapel. The Great Master will know where he is.
Zachariah, a pleasure as always. What may I do for you?
Xbox Master Connor, reports on the day, talk about Taurus secrets research.
I wanted to talk to you about something.
What about?
We're looking for a scientist who disappeared. Name's Charles Seeker. All I found is some of his research. Seems he was studying Technomancers before getting arrested and sent to a camp.
Charles Seeker. Yes, the geneticist. Geneticists pose a risk. Scientific discoveries are always threatening to expose our secrets. Your friend Scott even worked on the same research years ago. Never found out what Scott did or didn't discover, though. He ended up drinking himself into irrelevance. So I stopped worrying. Whatever research you found, make sure no one sees it. Could be our downfall.
That's a little bit too late, TBH. Scott already has it.
Great Master, with the relic from the Aurora evacuation. It's a tablet filled with text, and I don't have a clue how to decipher it.
A glorious day. You have no idea what this means, Zachariah. The language is indeed difficult, and most no longer have the knowledge or ability to understand it. Most, but not me. I will begin deciphering immediately. We will know soon enough the vast wealth of secrets it holds. Sean was certainly right in his appraisal of you. Your worth has already proven to be infinitely valuable. A word of warning, Zachariah. Words spreading about your missions. Things you've been able to accomplish, filled with troubling details that imply you have a mole in your midst. If there is an ASC spy amongst your ranks, he will not only know our secret, but eventually share it back to his master. We will, in no uncertain terms, be lost. All will be lost. So take care. And take care of it. Sooner rather than later.
Thank you for the warning. I assure you, I will get to the root of this.
Wasn't there another option here beforehand? Maybe I'll just...
Damn it. Master Connor isn't in the chapel. The Great Master.
Zachariah, a pleasure as always.
Oh, yes.
What may I do for you?
Whoa. Ah, back's about the missions. Okay.
I'm looking for Master Connor. Any idea where I can find him?
He headed down to the underworks. Needed to get some supplies from our warehouses. If you're going there, take the elevator near the barracks. Opens up close to the warehouses and will save you some time. It's a real maze down there.
Thanks for the tip.
Find Connor and the ophir underworks. So we do have to go to the underworks. Let's look at our skill tree real quick. Let's say short attacks can heal several enemies. Don't need. Don't need. Sort of. Mace attacks, resistance, increased damage caused when mace attacks. Launches a special attack with both mace and shield at the same time on down enemies. Resistance. Oh yeah, I was gonna put one of this. And that's all I'm gonna do for the mace for the time being. Okay, talents. Should I put one into crafting right now? Traps, lock picking. Automatically critical and electrocute the target. Humans no longer use fluid and instantly knocks the target out while making sound. Ooh, that's nice. Oh. That's nice too. Let's go put one into crafting just in case. I'll put one into each of my skills. What's the next time? Level 17? Okay. Next point at level 16. Okay. 1 into agility. And we're probably gonna put 1 into constitution. All in this tablet. We had some reinforced shield. Reduce that chance of critical hits, but that's okay. We can equip this. It's at the lower chance of destruction. But overall it's stronger and it has cooldown speed. Okay. So I guess the gloves are just, you know, gloves. They actually look kinda stupid, TBH, but sort of clean if you look at my character quickly. Okay, we're gonna do constitution and then 1 in strength so I can equip the better mace. Probably. Speaking of which, he has 2 strength, I believe. David. I believe he's also the spy. Won't be completely honest on you. He's still suspicious of us. And he already has a mace, so there's that too. Now we can go back and help the people craft their gear. Save again. I know I save a lot. Sorry. Let's talk to him about the spy and our mixed.
A pleasure as always. What may I do for you?
Repeat. We'll need that.
Are you so sure that it's a spy?
Indeed. The details of your mission were so specific that they were assuredly gained firsthand. So unless you are spreading the information yourself, who else is left but Captain Eliza and your men? Whoever it is, make sure they see nothing else. Ensure that our secret is kept safe.
Eliza,
Are you so sure that it's a spy?
Okay.
Indeed.
Sorry. I pressed A on it. I wanted to see if he had any more information about us. About it. Okay, so they're not in here. Okay, I was wondering about that. You're talking so freely, but I guess Technomancer aren't allowed in the Technomancer thing. Can't open that. That's probably like way later in the game. Like whenever we start, well, should start going to the fan, which always happens in these type of games. They probably feel it's some ancient bollocks or some shit. Who knows? And there's 3 of them too, closed off. Oh, they are here. Never mind. They are allowed to take the match stuff. They just wait at the door. Okay, I was about to say, let me open the door, please. It's about time I start uploading these videos. Also, wait. Is today the 15th or the 16th? It's the 15th. I'm gonna have some more money coming with my PayPal card, which I got a few days ago. Let's go to the barracks. Let's go to our quest, see which one we want. Okay, we're almost finished with that. Under surveillance, into the barracks at dusk. Let's do that one real quick. Don't need. Warn the quartermaster. Master Connor, no fear thing. Is it dusk? Also, we're not getting as much XP boost as we were before, so I'm gonna have to go to sleep. At least I don't think we're getting the XP boost. I'm not really sure. Oh, I turned my stream off. That's bad. Let's put it back on real quick. Sorry about that. Want to see if my stream messes up. If my dad doesn't end up coming back for 2 or 3 more hours, I'm gonna continue to play this game. Because if I can get if I can stream this game for the next 4 hours, that would mean let's see. Let's not put it 3 hours. Let's see. 3, that'll be 20, that'll be 8, that'll be exactly 10 hours, and I'll be at 33% of the way finished with this game. Actually, where is the thing? Where's the barracks? This isn't it, is it? Oh, it is. Okay. I'm used to seeing a person icon there. Let's sleep so we don't lose out on any more experience. Nosco. What's dusk? Dawn? Twilight. Twilight is probably dusk. Because dawn is in the morning.
I gotta find that spy. Maybe I should ask around.
Whoa. Why would you... Anyways, let's go to investigate Eliza Major. Investigating everybody. Authorized here.
Hi. Lieutenant, how can I help you?
Hey Ryan, merchant just delivered this for you. Said he's got more merch you may be interested in too.
Oh, good. Bastard finally showed up. Damn foreigners. Good thing they're better at making deals than they are at minding their clocks or calendars.
How much do you know about what's going on in the barracks?
Not much. I'm not really interested. I'm just a quartermaster, here to grease your wheels when they get rusty, not eavesdrop or gossip. Why are you asking? What are you looking to know?
What have you heard about my captain?
If you're looking for me to dish dirt, Lieutenant, you're barking up the wrong tree. She may be a woman, but this army could use more officers like her. She'd put herself in front of a bullet for her men. The army's her church. It's sacred to her. And she will and has come to blows with anyone or anything that threatens to tarnish its image. Word is, she's got one hell of a right hook.
Okay, so it's not Eliza. The great master of the Technomancer said Eliza. I'm not sure if I should pronounce it Eliza or Eliza. Anyways,
what about Jeffrey?
I don't want to talk shit about anyone, not my style. But that boy's only barely sharper than a spoon.
What about Jeffrey?
I don't want to talk shit about anyone, not...
Barely sharper than a spoon.
What do you know about Dave Ward?
Quiet, brooding, asshole type. Not a talker, which is fine by me because he's not one I want to talk to.
This fish is full with goodies. Let's go talk to the Major first. Huh.
You already back, Lieutenant Zachariah?
They revolted the mutants. I don't need that. I'm close. Attack them with the shadow
all
battles.
Aurora tunnels were destroyed. If they're gonna get back into the city, they'll have to come up with another way.
I knew you wouldn't let me down, Lieutenant. Find Ryan and get your pay. It was well earned.
About his connection. Ask Captain about his connection to Victor.
Have a moment, Captain?
Depends what you need it for.
Just want to get to know you better, Captain.
I don't usually mix business and pleasure, Lieutenant, but ask away and we'll see which questions I feel like answering.
About to to the ASC. Interesting.
How was your rise to Captain earned?
Over time, but by no special action by me. Graduated as a corporal, and thanks to the brave men underneath me, their success and missions became mine in rank. No heroic feats to dazzle you with in stories, just a lot of time and dedication that I'm proud of just the same.
You from Ophir?
Born and raised. Father was an officer. Mother was a quartermaster. And I've rarely ventured outside the walls but for a few scattered missions. Sound familiar, Lieutenant?
Very familiar, Captain. Except my parents weren't officers.
Which makes your rise even more noble, Lieutenant.
What do you think of us?
Honestly, Lieutenant? I'm not quite sure yet. You Technomancers are new to me. Undoubtedly special, and capable of feats my other units couldn't dream of accomplishing, but... time will tell. That said, I've been quite impressed. I thought it was the definition of insanity to send you and so few of your men on some of those missions. Missions I would have anticipated needing 10 times the manpower for. So far, you've proven me wrong. A rare feat in itself. So even though it's taking some time getting used to, I couldn't be happier you're one of my troops.
You know what we're going to do, right? Save. And then we're going to put on the, the gear, the piece of gear we got. I'm pretty sure it's David. It's going to be a nice surprise if he isn't. We need a shirt. We need a shirt. We need a shirt. Thank you. Where is it? The warrior jacket? No. Charisma +1. Trader's jacket. This just looks overly stupid.
You already back, Lieutenant Zachariah?
Have a moment, Captain?
Depends what you need it for.
Just want to get to know you better, Captain.
I don't usually mix
Can I ask about your relationship with ASC?
Tread carefully, Lieutenant. One might start to wonder the purpose of your questions. But here's my answer. We're all forced to work with them, but it doesn't mean I have to be happy about it. Too much power too quickly leads to arrogance. They're brash and too quick to act. And quite frankly, as they've risen in power, it's no coincidence that the dissenters, deviants, and rebels have risen in numbers. They're a great source of intel, however they get it. I sleep better at night not knowing the means. But I've always thought the army was strength enough, that the ASC was overkill. I trust you won't repeat anything I've said, Lieutenant. I'd hate for both of us to find ourselves enemies of the state over a little frank conversation.
My lips are sealed, Captain, and I appreciate your candor and trust, more than you know.
Wow. Searching her locker now. That's some savage shit. But I guess because we gained up trust with her before we asked her the question, that even though we failed the charisma, she's still... Actually, where is her locker? Is this a locker that we can't open? It is a locker we can't open. I should have guessed that.
Everything's clean in here. It's just like the captain's work. Nothing that implies she's working with the ASC.
I like how Zachariah is being thorough. I'm gonna save you for last. Hey, Jeffrey. Hey, buddy. What's got going on?
At your command, Lieutenant.
Have a second to talk?
Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah. Like, just you and me, or...?
Yeah, just you and me. I like to know my men.
Wow, that's... yeah, that'd be a huge honor, Lieutenant.
So what's your life like when you're not on duty?
Tell you the truth, Lieutenant, not much to tell. I try to visit the city, make some friends, you know, because I don't really know too many folks yet. And my whole family's back in Greenhope, which is kind of too far to travel for my leave. And, oh yeah, there's also, you know, I try to still do some hunting. Though there's not much more than small critters in the underworks. Not a great hobby for the city.
You have a good childhood?
Oh yeah, you know it, Lieutenant. Really nice growing up, running around in the fields. Father gave me a crossbow, and I spent my time helping the farmers shoot critters hurting their crops. They were good times, Lieutenant, but everybody's got to grow up and move on. There was a lot of hunters in Greenhope, too. Plus, I always dreamed of being a soldier. Mostly, though, because there was a girl back home who loved men in uniform, so... Off I went to the big city to join up. And you know, since I was a sharpshooter, they signed me up and sent me here. Still not used to it. All the buildings, all the folks, all the concrete. But I'm happy though.
Time to search Jeffrey's locker. I honestly don't think it's him, to be honest with you. Oh, now we can pick locks.
I'm not a lock picker, but if I want to get through here, I better learn quick.
Well, you don't say. This is why we have the equipment. This is why we bought the Vori jacket.
Feels like a Green Hope souvenir stand. Kid must be missing home. Unless being messy's a crime, though. Doesn't look like he's doing anything wrong.
You can actually see. Okay, he got the boots, he got a little thing of whatever that is, but it has a caution sign on it. Got that hat, got a gun. What about the major? You would think he would close. Oh, never mind, everybody's the same. The reason why I thought David was the mole, I'm not sure if he is the mole. You never know. He's the only person left, but no. People, well, my friends, we're having a discussion about this. I was talking about how I can usually see how things are going to end for all the good stuff. No, what threw me off here was the relationships. Where is it? I don't think I can see it. But no, our relationship with Jeffrey is good. And our relationship with, what's-his-face, David, is still suspicious. So that's why I just guessed that he was. She was definitely not. She was in the furthest part of my mind, and she probably couldn't be. Especially the high praise that the Horde Master gave her. And the fact that she doesn't seem like she would spy on people. Well, the gear in this game doesn't really look that good, to be honest with you. If you want to be 100% honest with you, isn't there a way to quickly open the inventory? It's down on the D-pad, gotcha. Let's go back to the charisma jacket, which looks stupid. I feel like if there's a Technomancer too, that it will be amazing. EBA.
Lieutenant?
You ASC
I know my
scout.
men better. Tell me a bit about yourself.
Oh, great. Show and tell. Yay.
What do you do when you're off duty?
Nothing special. See my folks, I guess. They ain't getting any younger, so... And I give most of my paycheck to them, because I'm the only one they got left. Sister died. And I ain't married, so... When I ain't with them, I'm at the bar. Drowning the shitstorm that my life's become. Not exactly a picture-perfect life, but it's mine. And hell, I get paid enough to help them out and buy my own drinks, so... What's there to complain about?
At the same time, it could be Jeffrey. Who knows? It's definitely not Eliza. He seems okay. TBH, Jeffrey. I don't know about him. He's still a little bit suspicious.
What do you think about Jeffrey Hunter?
He's a village idiot who thinks he can brown-nose his way to a promotion. Fucking reject. And no, he ain't my friend, if you haven't pieced that together.
I'm gonna leave you alone. Seems you'd rather be that way anyway.
There's also a distinct chance that nobody hears from the ASC. And that they're finding information somewhere else. Oh, a code.
I can't open it without a code.
What code? How am I supposed to get a code? Okay, there must be something else here. Church David Walker. Persuade the beggars to leave. Those are the beggars. I probably should have done that before I started this. You would think that he would close these lockers TBH, but I guess not. Maybe I just have to have a lock picking skill for it. That's right, it's down, it's down. Boy, Jack, let's try it.
I can't open it without a code.
Aha, Eliza. That's probably how we get the code, to be honest with you. Let's go to the... Where is it? The trader's jacket. I'm sorry about this, we're gonna save again. I'm glad it's saving this quick though.
You already back, Lieutenant Zachariah?
At your command, Lieutenant.
How do you like Dave? You guys get along?
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, he's not always the happiest guy in the world, but it's probably because he didn't have an easy life. He's always talking about how his life was nothing before 126 and joining the army, and that his family's all he's got. He's kind of bitter, but he's probably got a right to be. I always cheer him up, though, hoping he'll loosen up over time.
126, is that the code? If it is, I'll be rather stupid. Ding, 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 ding.
Look at his parents. And his damn notes. Bastard's got my whole schedule in here. And the names of every single person we saw together. Must have been Dave keeping tabs on me the whole time. Never would have believed it. Guess if you could spot them, though, they wouldn't be so damn powerful.
But it could still potentially not be Dave. But I guess his code was 126, stupidly enough. Oh, now we're getting to think of it.
I know you're a drinking man, so what do you say we go grab one together?
Looks like it's my lucky day. Sure, why the hell not? Lead the way.
Oh yeah. Come catch these hands, David. You always were suspicious. Then again, it couldn't be him. It still couldn't. It's definitely not Elijah Major, though. But knowing, yeah, I'm gonna stand by that, even though it could be wrong. Who knows? I feel like it's David. I always felt like it's David. Originally, I just thought these two were gonna die, like I did with Dragon Age. If you haven't watched my Dragon Age series, Origins anyways.
So why don't you cut the bull and tell me why we're really here?
Sure.
You've been spying on me, Dave, and reporting everything back to Victor. I don't like rats. That's not all right with me.
And what? You think I ever had a choice in the matter? Think I had the option to say no?
I don't care. All I know is they got all the intel they wanted on me from one of my own soldiers, and I don't know why. What's your angle, Dave? You bitter you got a Mancer as your lieutenant? I thought we were past all that. What'd they promise you? Promotion? Better pay?
Nothing but a promise they wouldn't hurt my parents. Is that a good enough reason? I don't like the ASC. Don't like what they're doing to Abundance. Don't like what they're doing to me. I don't like the deal they offered, and I don't like I didn't have a choice but to accept it. I ain't got no one but my folks since my sister died. Not that I expect you to shed a tear for me, but if I gotta choose between them and you, sorry, brother. You're on the losing end of that. If it helps, though, I don't think you're the full prick you were before we had this little chat. In fact, I might even have liked you in another time and place. But you're in deep shit now. And it's shit I don't want to get pulled into with you.
I don't want your blood on my hands, David. But I can't let you keep doing what you're doing. So I'm just gonna tell you to get the hell out of Ophir and don't look back.
I don't... Sure. Yeah, sure. Bye, Lieutenant.
Karma, David, reputation, David, war friendly. Okay. friendly.